Notion Gang!
Yeah!
Big up! That feels good! That feels good! That feels
Woo!
What?
You said it's no, boy. They don't even know they come on. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Close up.
Why are you scared of them guys? Why are you scared of them guys? I know you're doing a live stream with License Plate Guy right now as we speak. Man. When I say this show's going to be huge, it's so big we might be even longer for what we're going to talk about. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all the ages, welcome to the 2021 Week 7 edition of the Birds of Broad Street. And this is also the state of the Philadelphia Eagles because, man, we got lots to talk about. Before we introduce ourselves, yes, sir. We will be talking about last Thursday's game. We'll be talking about this coming Sunday's game. But man, do we got lots of I'm telling y'all, it's so big. We might be up here long. I'm just saying it right now. We might be up here long with the topics that we gotta talk about. My God. And speaking of which, I am the host, commentator, voice, anything you want to call me, your boy, Mizzy Miz, Cool Cat Con, YouTube representing the Birds. And ladies and gentlemen, my brother from another mother, 1K member, the owner of BIRDGANG Nation Sports Talk Media, the one and only Bird Gang 31.
What's up? How y'all doing today?
We doing good, BIRDGANG, and Mr. Warming Up, though. The great man of all your pregame shows, the commander-in-chief of 1,000 members of Notion Gang. Salute to all the Notion members out there, Mrs. Notion, the Notion kids, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only. Billy Notion, warm me up, gang.
Warm it up, though, gang. Hey, listen. I know y'all been feeling this week. I've been feeling the exact same way. So y'all know, warm it up, though. You know what time it is. You know you want me. You know who you rocking with. It's the Birds of Broad Street. And we up here rocking it with the brothers today, gang. So y'all already know the vibes. Let's go check the 4K on them. We still, hey, look. I know it's been a tough week. But Lambo, check. Hey, hold up. We still got one of these, and I ain't trying to hear it. Ring, check. Y'all already know we all the way in there, gang. If y'all new to this ride, y'all know the vibes. Check me. Hey, my brother's out. Y'all see the links floating there, and y'all know what to do. Go hit that subscribe. But y'all know come win, lose, or draw. Y'all gonna hear from the Birds of Broad Street. And like my guy Cool Cat said, hey, we gonna have some airing out to do today for sure. Please believe that. So I'm ready to get into it, gang. Let's go get it cracking.
Yes, sir. Salute to all the Notion gangs, the Bird gangs, the Cool Cat gangs, any gang you want to represent. Salute to everybody. Salute to Mrs. Bird Gang for giving out all the links. The lovely half of our boy Bird Gang 31. Salute to everybody. Let's listen. We're going to talk about the game coming up later because we know what we saw. We're going to talk about it. We're also going to preview this coming game. We're going to talk about that too. But man, the reason why I made this show the state of the Eagles, that's why I called this episode. The reason why, because when you have, right, the same record as the Washington football team and Street Rats is 5-1. When your mascot is at the Chicago Bears Stadium.
Bears game, bro?
Exactly. when you're way below in the standings. Look how low you is behind the Washington No Names,
Oh,
the
that's
New York
embarrassing.
Giants, the Falcons. When you don't run the ball, when you have bad drafting, when you got guys like this talking about, hey, 5-1 going to the, when you have all of that, listen, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it because we got to talk about it. So where do we start first? Where do we start first? Let's start off, and again, because Bird Gang 31 got a live stream at 8:30. We won't keep them. But sorry, Bird Gang, we.
We got a couple
I'm,
hours. We good.
I'm just telling you right now. This. Let's start with because I made a video earlier and I said this. Your mascot said. Hey, we just talked about it, boys for life. We just talked about it. Oh, salute to my guy, Lord
LB
Bronson.
the
Back at you
goat.
with the back at you. The best reporting on the Eagles for that $4.99 super chat. Trust me, we got to ask you and Philly Mike on the show. We will trust and believe. We got to.
Yeah,
We got to.
we gotta get the GOATs edition rocking, brother. So you already know LB. Salute to the GOAT in this thing. I know he feeling. I know he probably hearing the brunt of all of this, but you know we gonna cut into it today.
Exactly. So let's talk about Howie Roseman. But before we do, let me say this because I said this in my video, right? I did it earlier. I said I would give the blame to Jeffrey Lurie. I would, and I will. But to be honest with you, he's the owner. Soon as the schedule lines up, I'm rocking. Oh, it's deal, deal, deal,
Yes,
deal.
sir.
To the go, no problem. But for Jeffrey Lurie, the reason why I don't blame him that much, and I should blame him, but I'm not, only because he's the owner. He's the owner. So just move him to the side. As bad as he's been doing, push him to the side. Jalen Hurts, he deserves blame too. But again, he's our only option because these are your options, ladies and gentlemen of Notion Gang, Bird Gang, Cool Cat Gang, all the gangs in the world. You have the quarterback controversy plot. If you put Joe Flacco and Gardner Minshew in, people are going to be having a quarterback controversy. Exactly. Move that out of the way. You got the Deshaun Watson no trade clause. He wants to go to Miami, and the Texans wants 3 first-round picks. Move that out of the way. Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers wants to go to Contenders. Exactly. Move that out of the way. And somebody on the chat, name one quarterback on this upcoming draft that'll catch your eye and say, we should replace him with Jalen Hurts. Exactly. No one can tell me. So Jalen Hurts is your only option until 2023 or beyond. So let's push him out of the way. As much as he hasn't played good, he hasn't played good. Let's keep it a buck. Jalen Hurts hasn't played good. Let me say it also, the haters in the back that don't like. Jalen Hurts hasn't played good, but he's our only option, whether y'all like it or not. So push him to the side. Let's go to Howie Roseman. Because you started all this. You started all this. It started in 2019. You could have had DK Metcalf. You could have had DK Metcalf. Nope. JJ Arcega-Whiteside. We gave you a pass, Howie, because you beat the Cowboys with practice squad players. But then you went on and drafted Jalen Reagor. Jalen Reagor. And what's he been doing? Absolutely complaining. And as much as I love Jalen Hurts, and I do, I'm the biggest Jalen Hurts fan, and I know you guys is too. You drafted him too when you could have got yourself a backup cheap, but you drafted him. It was good, but you drafted him too. But man, listen, let's see, Philly Notion, y'all back to the basement.
Salute to Ready Red. Hey, bro, we ain't in the basement. The
We
Giants is in the basement. But we definitely knocking on the door. I can't cap.
Exactly.
We on the stairwell.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. We drafted Jalen Hurts, which was good because of his numbers, but it was bad because we could have drafted a backup. I mean, it affected Carson Wentz to the point where he moved to the Indianapolis Colts, and it affected Doug Peterson because look what he don't even have a job. And then you hired Nick Sirianni. Sure, Jeffrey Lurie had to blame for that too, but you picked him to be your little left man, and we'll get to you two. You now running the ball little. Anyway, to Howie Roseman, you deserve blame too. I really don't want you back because I know when the draft comes, you're just gonna mess up these picks. So Notion Gang, talk to me about your general manager. What do you have to say to him with like what do we do with our general manager? Because he's basically the reason it started in 2019 when you drafted JJ Arcega-Whiteside and Andre Dillon. And then you drafted Jalen Reagor, now Quez Watkins, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, like Derek Barnett, the penalty machine, Andre Dillard, Jalen Reagor, the complaints, Jalen Hurts, again, love the kid, but the wrong place to draft him. Wrong place to draft him when you could have gotten yourself a cheap quarterback in free agency. Talk to me about your general manager. Like,
hey, you already know,
wrong with him, Notion?
Let me talk to the gang real quick, because as y'all can all see right now, the Eagles, we look like we're going through some kind of a cultural infection. And it starts at the top, and I'm going to start it. Hey, like my man said, I really can't even look at Howie. We know he's the owner, or not Howie, Jeffrey Lurie. He's the owner of this team. Again, we're going to go as far as Jeffrey Lurie's going to allow. But beyond that, Howie Roseman's definitely my starting point. Howie Roseman's the one that assembled this whole dumpster fire that we're going through right now. This man found a reason to go out here and hand coaches that have no absolute experience coaching football, and it's showing right now. Hey, listen, I understand, we can go ahead and clap to some of these picks that Howie's made, but this team right now, we're starting to look like the definition of insanity. So I ain't even on cap, gang. Like, after watching that game last week, we still doing the same things, running into the same brick walls, and I'm looking at the GM at this point. As being a GM in this league, it gets to a point where if you know your coach is struggling, because we all know, evidently, our coach looks incompetent, the GM needs to come down from his office and say, hey, look, we might need to get a coordinator or get somebody up in here to call some plays. But our GM ain't doing that, so please believe I'm holding him accountable for the way this whole team is looking right now also. Now, again, with Howie Roseman, I also got some questions on why do we have certain people still on this team. So, JJ Arcega-Whiteside, why is he on this roster? Boston Scott, why is he on this roster? Greg Ward, why is he on this roster? Ryan Kerrigan, why is he on this roster? All of these people, listen, Howie Roseman co-signed for this, so he need to co-sign his way on out if this thing fails. So, again, I ain't happy with Howie Roseman right now. He got us looking like we straight up got bamboozled out in Philadelphia, and there ain't nothing y'all can tell me about we got a lack of talent in Philly. Nah, I see the talent. We just got some coaching dysfunction and some GM dysfunction. So I definitely look at Howie starting at the top, and it floats right on down next to the coaching, which I know we're going to get into that. But right now, Howie Roseman right now, oh yeah, you was not in the grace lights of anybody, of any kind of Eagles fan right now. So that's where I'm at with it. I ain't feeling nothing that Howie got going on. I feel like this man needs a desk job, and he needs to stay off of anything regarding any kind of personnel movement. So, hey, I'm not feeling Howie right now. I see it in the chat. Fire Howie. Y'all know I'm on board with it. Let's go and get it.
Exactly. It's like, before I hand the BIRDGANG 31 his thoughts on Howie Roseman, it's like this. Derek Barnett, you was good at the Super Bowl, but you and these penalties got to stop. JJ Arcega-Whiteside, what have you done? What have you done? Exactly. Nothing. You got Greg Ward on the field. You cost me. Trust me, let me tell you this, gang. There might be some rant. So get ready for this. Starting with this one. You cost me a Devontae Smith touchdown. You cost me a Devontae Smith touchdown. And, we're going to get to Nick Sirianni. Ooh, especially with that Philly special. Trust me on that. We're going to get to you. But you should not be on the field costing me, costing Notion and BIRDGANG 31 a Devontae Smith touchdown. Jamar Chase has more touchdowns than Devontae Smith? Really? Really? How? How? But we're going to get to how in a bit. BIRDGANG 31, talk about your general manager. He is not, it's like JJ Arcega-Whiteside. Are you kidding me? Greg Ward, thank you for beating the Cow. Listen, Boston Scott, Greg Ward, thank you for helping us beat the Dallas Cowboys with you guys. I thank you. I appreciate you. But y'all, have anybody seen Boston Scott? We're looking for him. APP. Greg Ward called me a good thing Devontae Smith touchdown. No.
Boston Scott's been on special teams, bro.
Huh?
I said he been on special teams. That's where Boston been. That's the only time I've seen Boston has been out there trying to block field or block punts. That's ridiculous, gang.
Exactly. And then you got JJ Arcega-Whiteside not doing nothing. The Derek Barnett with so many penalties. Oh my! Thank you for Dallas Goedert. Thank you for Devontae Smith. Thank you for Jalen Hurts, even though that was a bad pick. To be honest with you, love the kid. Rent's due, but you're missing a couple of payments. But love the kid. Hate the pick, but. BIRDGANG 31, talk to me about your general manager. What should we do with him? What
You
should
guys
we
said it all pretty much, but you gotta realize how he set himself up where he's probably not going anywhere for real, for real. You know, he's setting up the draft picks. He's a smart man in terms of setting his job, keeping his job security on the team. You know what I'm saying? He did do some big things too. You know, we can't think of all bad things. He did do some big things too. There's going to be a guy named Tyree Jackson that's about to be playing here in a couple of weeks shortly.
Okay.
I'm sure we're all going to see and to be very appreciated too. You know, we got a nice little trade with Zach Ertz. You know, Zach Ertz is gone now. We got another cornerback. Hopefully, we can develop, you know, and see what he can do. I hear a lot of people talk good about this guy, so hopefully, he is this guy that, you know, that's going to be good for us. Other than that, you know what I'm saying, he did make some bad draft picks, but this year is like, for me, my thoughts on how he is this year hasn't been a total failure. You know, we definitely got some talent on the roster right now, and the only failure I really see is the coach right now, and I'm not even guaranteeing that's going to last for very long, but Nick Sirianni is definitely not looking up to the looking up to the part. I feel like he lied on his application. But we definitely get on that. We're gonna get on that part.
We're gonna get to that right now. We're gonna get to that right now because Nick Sirianni lied to me. He lied to me. He lied to you guys too as well.
He lied to me
because he came on here, and again, by the way, the lovely, the beautiful, the better half of our boy right here, BIRDGANG 31, Mrs. BIRDGANG, will be sending out the links of all of our channels. Please support her, support me, support the other half, and of course the general himself, Notion Gang. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and comment to all of our channels. Please do what my boy LB did, donate. It'll truly help us out. 1K of all of us. Let's get 1K to the Birds of Broad Street channel, please. Please. I want to be just like the 4th and John crew. Please. Please. It'll help your boy out. But let's talk about Nick Sirianni, man, because I swear, when you came on here, I thought you was a bumbling idiot. I really thought you was a bumbling idiot. Then you said some things. You did some things that had us hype.
Got all the push-up bra and everything for us.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yep. He did some things that got us hype, saying it was the players first, the scheme second, and then against the Atlanta Falcons game, you saw the intro when I was like, "Notion, how about them Eagles?" I only said that line 2 times, people. I only said, "Notion, how about them Eagles?" 2 times with the green lights on. Has anybody seen the green lights? No.
We've been losing.
Thank you. And why have we been losing? Because of our head coach that don't know shit. Yeah. I mean, come on. I'm taking off the hat. Listen when I say this. You lied to us, Nick. You lied to us. The game plan, you saw me and MK Mitch. By the way, catch me and MK Mitch on Cool Cat Mitch. We do our pregame, our postgame. We watch the game. Shout out to him. He got himself 1,400 subscribers of himself. Please subscribe to my brother MK Mitch. Love you, Mitch. Salute to you. Can't wait to have you back on the show. He'll be on the show soon because he's basically like my brother, like Notion and BIRDGANG, and he's basically the other half of the Birds of Broad Street. So when he's free, he'll be in too, along with LB. We'll have Mike. We'll have everybody. I know Boys for Life probably want to jump in. We'll have almost everybody because this is the Bird. Of course he do. Speaking of the man himself, shout out to my brother MK Mitch. Salute to you, my brother. We'll have you on soon when you're free. It'll probably be next week. We might have an Eagle Circle next week with everybody. I'm just telling y'all right now. We'll schedule it in, so look out for that MK. But Nick Sirianni, you ungrateful, listen. Week 2, you idiot with the Philly special. I'm still pissed off that you did the Philly special and didn't put Jalen Hurts in the best position to succeed. And then against the Dallas Cowboys, you lost the Street Rats. You lost the Street Rats. You lost the Street Rats in front of Philly Notion, who was surrounded by a sea of Street Rats. I know you was pissed, Notion. I know you was
embarrassed. Bro, I was embarrassed.
You embarrassed Notion. You embarrassed Notion and rounded right off them Street Rats. If you was this close to losing to Kansas City and your defense of Jonathan Gannon didn't know how to do. Oh, congratulations, you beat the Panthers. Congratulations, you beat the pathetic Panthers. But against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, what the hell? And let's talk about that game too. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Like, seriously, what the hell was that play calling? You're making Jalen Hurts.
That's what that was.
Straight garbage. Making Jalen Hurts the worst quarterback in the league. Got all these haters and doubters and critics saying, maybe we should draft a quarterback. Maybe we should draft a quarterback. Maybe we should maybe go to Mitchell and Joe Flacco should put in. I don't know. How about we should get Deshaun Watson? How much for Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers? Mom, I need a pillow. I need a blanket. We need another quarterback. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. It is pathetic. And the number one issue that I have with Nick Sirianni, you idiot. Run the god dang ball. What the heck is wrong with you? Why don't you run the ball? It helps Jalen Hurts. It's going to help Dallas Goedert since Zach Ertz. Love you, Zach Ertz. I miss you already. I know you had to go. Salute to number 86. Thank you for the Super Bowl. But by running the ball, it helps Dallas Goedert. By running the ball, it helps Jalen Hurts. By running the ball, it'll help your young wide receivers. Come on. It'll help the offensive line to have Lane Johnson back. Oh, salute to Scooby-Doo. Yeah, we live. Salute to Savage. Salute to Rock the Artist. Salute to Mrs. BIRDGANG, the Mitch, Awesome Sports, the Grands. Salute to everybody on here. But yeah, by running the ball, it helps your offensive line. One freaking carry for Booby. One carry for Booby. Are you kidding me, Notion? One carry for Booby, and you have the audacity, the temerity. Go ahead, Notion. What you were saying?
No, I'm just letting you know, Nick Sirianni's got us looking like a complete joke, my brother. Listen.
Go ahead, Notion.
I got some words for Nick Sirianni, because again.
Go ahead.
You tell him. You get down to the bottom of this.
Tell him, Bird.
He got our team looking like an absolute joke, gang. Listen, again, I don't know whether I've got two categories Nick Sirianni's fallen into. He's either insane. Again, if y'all don't know the definition of insanity, it's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Listen, I don't know what success is going to come from us not running the ball, but we've seen it time after time. It's not working. So pretty much I think our coach is borderline insane because he ain't trying to do nothing to change it. Also, I don't know if he's incompetent because, again, I don't know no team. I don't care what quarterback we have up in here. It ain't going to matter if you don't have a run game, period. So running Miles Sanders one time in the first half, completely unacceptable. And honestly, I don't think he wanted to run Miles Sanders the second half, but really, he had no choice. The crowd let him hear it every time Miles ran. I'm glad they did. But at the same time, Nick Sirianni is looking like a complete joke out here. One of the things that honestly bothers me, and it's not even just about running and all of that, but when do we ever see Jalen Hurts under center? We don't. Everything that we doing, we running out of a shotgun. This RPO business is straight garbage. We look like a basic vanilla team out here that can't do nothing or even try to create any kind of creative offense. This team ain't got no creativity. Hey, we all know the plays before they happen. Screen left. Hey, run Jalen out to the right. Fake handoff. Run Jalen some more. Hey, we're going to fake handoff again to Miles because we ain't giving it to him. So, again, this whole offense is trash. I would like to see Jalen Hurts under center. I need for this offensive playbook to get more creative. I want to see some fake handoffs, all of that. We ain't seeing no kind of play action. Our offense looks predictable. It looks absolutely pathetic, and it's all led by Nick Sirianni. So, again, gang, I'm not happy with none of this garbage that we watching out here. This plain Jane vanilla offense is not going to cut it. And especially with not running the ball, again, Jalen Hurts never under center. Oh, yeah, we're going to have a problem. Look, listen, I saw the stat from Dallas. Hey, again, saluting y'all's win. It is what it is. Y'all hung in there, went to overtime, and got the job done. But one thing y'all did, even though Dak Prescott threw for like 51 times, y'all at least ran the ball 31 times. So, listen, I don't know why we can't find no kind of balance like that. This offense is straight up trash buckets if it ain't got no running in it. And my solution, Nick Sirianni, if that's your playbook, throw that garbage away because it ain't going to work. So, again, I'm not happy with Nick Sirianni. It's looking like he might be one and done. But at the end of the day, ain't no team in the National Football League going to be successful without having no kind of a running game. So, I ain't going to be shocked. I'm on the free booby train. Y'all know the vibes. Let that man run.
Exactly. It's like before we get the BIRDGANG 31s talk about Nick Sirianni, here's the thing about Nick Sirianni that a lot of things. But number one, Jay Gruden reported that he's not on the hot seat. I know y'all saw that clip that I put on my YouTube page. He's not on the hot seat. He should! He should! He's garbage! We want to sit there last year and rip Doug Peterson, a Super Bowl winning head coach. Did he play good like one? No. But at least he ran the ball. At least he ran the ball. At least he ran booby. What the? Ooh, you better be lucky, Nick Sirianni, that it is a PG-13 YouTube live stream. Otherwise, ooh, why don't you run booby? Why don't you run booby? You got all these experts and critics and media people saying Jalen Hurts ain't the guy. Well, how about you stop with the RPO because he ain't no Nick Foles. Stop with the screen pass for crying out loud. It's not working. Jennifer Butler said heard that possible reason.
Thank you, my guy. Thank you.
Yeah, salute to you. Heard there's a possible reason for Jalen in the gun is because his health. Heard it helps him to see the field better. I don't know, but we need to run the ball. Exactly. Why don't you? Why don't you? Why you got moving?
I'm not buying that excuse. I ain't trying to hear that. The reason why he's in shotgun so much is because of his height. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm seeing short quarterbacks. Even Russell Wilson is under center. This man ain't tall. I'm not trying to hear none of that. Hey, listen, we need some more creativity because, again, our offense looks completely predictable. So they need to find a way to get Jalen Hurts under center out of the shotgun and let him be more creative and more unpredictable, because we all know what plays are coming before they get ran, and it's embarrassing to watch.
Exactly. And we're going to get to Jalen Hurts because I have an issue with our fan base. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. But I'm telling you, what I got to say about Jalen Hurts, trust me, we're going to get to him next. But BIRDGANG 31, talking. Nick
Will the
Sirianni has been
real
a
Nick
thorn.
Sirianni please stand up? Because the
Yes,
guy on the application is not in the locker room right now. What is going
exactly.
on with you, my guy? You
Go
know what
ahead,
I'm saying?
let it
Like we
out. Let
said,
it out.
the running game needs to happen. You seen what happened when Booby got the ball. Let Booby spin, please. Free Booby from the handcuffs. Don't have your star running back spiking balls at you, my guy. You heard Devontae Smith say after the game, I wish we'd just run the ball. You heard Mailata when they asked him about the penalties. Well, I was just happy to get a break. You know what I'm saying? It was good, to catch my breath because we keep running the same plays over and over and over and over. Your play action to have the game when you don't run the ball and no one's even moving from it, my guy. Like the first freaking play you learn in Pop Warner football is a run play. You know what I'm saying? They don't start you out in Pop Warner learning how to pass the ball. They started out with a run play. Like Noshi said, name one team in the NFL, all those high-powered passing offenses that are out there, guess what? They still have 100-yard backs. Okay? You still got to run the rock. You know why? Because that opens up the pass play. That opens up the passing lanes. That opens up receivers from being double teamed. That helps your offensive linemen, oppose their will instead of getting ran up all game long. Less penalties on the offensive side. They don't even know. Jalen don't even know. They don't know. No one even knows. What are we doing today? Are we running? Are we passing? It's an RPO run pass option. You know what I'm saying? Jalen's having enough time trying to figure out, am I going to hand the ball off here or am I going to go pass the ball? Should I run the ball? Should someone else have the ball? Are we all supposed to have the ball? What's going on with this offense, my guy? Get it straight, man. Keep it simple. When you say you need to simplify things, that's not run the RPO only. That's get out of that RPO. Line them up under center and hand Miles Sanders the ball. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Quick, I just wanted to say, I heard the dumbest thing from Nick Sirianni in his press conference. Hey, after that game, this man had the audacity to say, listen, we tried to run the ball in the first half on that one carry and it didn't work. It didn't work. One time we tried. Are you serious? You have got to be kidding me. So again, that lets me know.
And that's the second time he said that, because he said that in another game too. Was it the Atlanta or San Francisco game where we started out running the ball and it didn't work, and it was like after one or two carries, and then he stopped. Like, is that really your mindset? You're an NFL head coach, because you might want to go back to elementary school and teach some little kids, because what you're teaching in the pros right now, my guy, you're just getting out coached by everybody. Everybody's doing it's like all you have to do is see the blueprint of the other team and what they do to us. They run the ball down our throat and then they score touchdowns passing in the second half. Easy. That's easy formula to win games in the NFL. Get them tired. When they're tired, now you're throwing bombs on them. Period. It's like your play action is not psyching out nobody, my guy. Stop even doing it. It irritates me to even see you do a play action when we don't run the ball. It's like, really?
That's wasting time, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, what? Why are we wasting time doing fake handoffs and play actions? We ain't even running the ball anyway. Don't nobody believe our run. So why are we wasting time with that in the playbook? It makes no sense. Throw the play action away, because, again, we're not even attempting to run the ball. So
and then it makes your play look even crappier, because guess what? Those passing lanes that those plays are set up for are not even there because we're not running the ball. So why do you continuously do it when what you want is not there? You don't even see it. I know you watch the game film, my guy. I know you do. I know you see, oh, well, he should have been back here. That's why I called this play, because this is why. Shut up with that, man. It's been too many games already. Run the ball, simple and plain. It helps your defense out. The defense is on the field for the whole game now, for the most part, the whole game. You know, is this a defense versus another team? Because that's all we're seeing out here. You know, we have 5 straight 3-and-outs, 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 3-and-outs. You know why? Because you just want to pass the ball only. Come on, my guy. Establish some drives. Everybody's harping on my boy Jalen. You know what I'm saying? Just because,
we're going to get to
he's a
that.
one-read quarterback. What else is he supposed to do? We have a patched-up offensive line. You're not running the ball on these play actions. So the average quarterback has 2 to 3 seconds, you know, give or take, to pass the ball. Now, if you spend a second of that and the second half of that to fake this fake handoff, it didn't decide whether he wants to run it or not. And then he finally gets to the passing bar. Okay, I'm going to pass it. That's already 2 to 3 seconds with our line that we have, even though they've been doing all right. That's half his time gone. So by the time he gets to that first read, he got people in his face and he's running for his life. So I don't blame him on that. We're going to definitely get to Jalen on his topics. But you know what I'm saying? Nick Sirianni's making our boy Jalen Hurts look trash awful.
Hey, look, I got one more thing to say on that because, again, from what I'm seeing from this coach again, and again, it looks like we got lied to because, again, what was sold to us coming into this season was, listen, we're going to build around these players' strengths and we're going to maximize their talents. No, that ain't what it's looking like. It's looking like we forcing this garbage scheme on all these players and they ain't got a choice. So I'm not buying this again. This whole scheme with not running it, RPO all the time, every play out the shotgun, it's looking predictable. This ain't it, gang. And I'm going to tell you right now, if Nick Sirianni keeps this up, oh, yeah, he's going to be one and done. So
and the only 2 teams that ever run as many RPOs as us in Kansas City, and neither one of us have winning records.
Exactly,
and
man.
And that's the Chiefs. They don't even have a winning record running all this RPO stuff. So get it together, my guy. Please.
We out here forcing schemes. That don't make no kind of sense.
Players all getting upset and mad and attitude up. You're dividing our locker room, which was the first time ever we came into a season where they weren't divided themselves. They actually were united. You're dividing us with your horrible play calling. You're making defensive players mad. You're making offensive players mad. You're running back mad. Your quarterback mad. Your receivers mad. Your lineman mad. What are you doing, man? Get it together.
Hey, Monteris Clay, I see what you're saying. He said, I don't understand how our coach come from a heavy run organization and we doing this garbage scheme. Again, yes, I'm looking at what? Indianapolis Colts. At least they running Jonathan Taylor out there. He at least getting his touches. We ain't seeing no kind of run nothing, in this scheme. So, again, we got lied to from Nick Sirianni because we ain't seeing no kind of nothing that the Colts were doing.
Dyken, too, from the San Diego Chargers or LA Chargers. They run the ball over there. Eklund is one of the best backs in the league because he runs the ball and catches the ball. Like, that could be our Miles Sanders right there. Run him, throw it to him. Run it. That's what he does best. So you're taking away what our running back does best and leaving him cold on the bench. And you wonder why he's not having success. Because you don't give him enough touches, my guy.
Dispel this whole notion. I don't know where this came into play that screens are run plays. No, they're not.
You said that one more time.
Hey, woo. I'm about tired of hearing that also from Nick. Talking about, well, the screens are like runs. No, they are not.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
I don't want to hear that. I want to see straight up downhill running. Bring Jordan Howard up. What are we doing with this man on the practice squad? Again, this team just has no creativity with the offensive play calling. I look directly at Sirianni. This is straight trash that we're watching. And until we see change, gang, this is what we going to get.
And Jack Stahl's not doing nothing. Make him be our fullback. You know? He ain't catching no balls. You got all these players on our roster, the 53 men that don't even play. It's like, what are you doing with them? Huh? You paying them just to ride bench? I thought I'm going to use every person on my 53-man roster. Everybody will see the field. Everybody's going to have a participation. To the hell out. Ooh, man.
I know.
I'm all right.
My bad, bro. Hey, they sold us the dream on that, man. Hey, we got lied to. That's exactly what happened.
We got lied to. We got bamboozled. We got laid astray. We got all of that, man. It's crazy. But let's talk about Jalen Hurts too,
because we'll get some cuss words coming out if we keep talking.
Exactly. We're gonna be kicked off the air. We start So let's talk about Jalen Hurts, man. I love my fan base. I really do. I love my fan base, but sometimes y'all, and I'm not saying this about Notion, and I'm not saying this about BIRDGANG 31, because they don't do what I'm about to say, right? When it comes to Jalen Hurts, yes, he hasn't played well. He hasn't. Let's call it a buck. He hasn't played well, and salute to Jeremiah Butler for the 499
Oh,
super
another
chat.
one. Just drop it and salute to you, my guy.
Exactly. Salute to you. I don't know. It's like when it comes to Jalen Hurts, he hasn't played well. Okay? To all the haters in the back, he hasn't played well. He hasn't been good against Tampa. He had his up and down. He overthrows people. He misses some targets. Devontae Smith is open. He missed them. Quez is open. He missed them. Rhaegar, I don't even want to talk to you because you basically suck. But when it comes to Jalen Hurts, he hasn't played good. But what are your other options if it ain't him? Let's go to those other options. Option number one, Gardner Minshew and Joe Flacco. I guess y'all want a quarterback controversy, right? That's what y'all want. Y'all want another quarterback controversy. So y'all can put it on the radio and say, well, I don't know about Jalen Hurts, but Joe Flacco looking good. Joe Flacco looking good. Ooh, look at Gardner Minshew. Ooh, y'all want another quarterback controversy. Y'all, that's what y'all want. Option number two, Deshaun Watson. Don't he have a no trade clause? Doesn't he want to go to Miami? That's what I heard. I know that's what Notion heard. I know what BIRDGANG 31 heard. Don't he wants to go to Miami Dolphins? That's what I heard. And he wants 3. The Texans want 3 number 1 picks. How are you going to build around him? And how are you going to build around Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers when that's a big cap hit on you? They want money and they want to go to contenders. And then the draft, man. Name me. I want everybody on the chat. Everyone on the chat to tell me straight up, name one quarterback this coming draft, because the Dolphins lost, we got their picks. The Colts won, Carson Wentz is getting closer to that 70% of the snaps. That's number one. And then there's ours. Name me one quarterback in this upcoming draft that caught your eye and say, maybe we should replace him with Jalen Hurts. Name me one. I'll wait. We'll wait. We got a whole day. We don't
for
leave
me. I
until
know some people might. Somebody gonna probably say Spencer Rattler or something like that in the comments.
Is he good? Is he good? Exactly. Well, we'll wait. We got all day. We got a BIRDGANG 31 don't got a live stream till 8:30. So we got all day. All day. Name me one. Somebody, name me one. Mac Will. Is he any good? Is he any good? The rather benched. Other is average as best.
Regardless, any quarterback that's picked up out the draft next coming year has to be developed. And what do y'all think we're doing right now with Jalen? We're supposed to be trying to develop him, but we are handcuffing Jalen Hurts right now. That's what we're doing. And yeah, there ain't no solution coming out of next draft that's going to help with these problems. Again, we got a problem in-house with developing this talent. We're handcuffing Jalen right now, and that's just what it is. Jalen is not the problem. So I'm not buying this. We need to be giving up 3 first-round picks for a quarterback next year because, again, we got bigger issues than Jalen Hurts.
All right, I'm going to let you talk about Jalen Hurts right now, Notion, but Mac Well, is he any good? Is he any good? Someone tell me, is he any good? That boy, who is he? Who is he? But Jalen ain't the problem. Exactly. Is Mac correct? Is he any good? Come on, y'all. Come on. There is no other option when it comes to Jalen Hurts. He's here until 2023, whether anybody likes it or not. Yes, he hasn't played good, but again, like I said, what is your other options? Notion, please talk to me. Talk to me about Jalen Hurts, because I'm trying. I'm waving the Jalen Hurts flag more than anybody, and no one wants to hear me. No one wants to hear me. So I keep saying, Notion, what is your other option? I gave you the options, and I gave you consequences for those options. So please, tell me, please educate me about Jalen Hurts. What am I missing?
As you can see, I'm going to throw it to, I see my man, salute to Bruce Terrell. He said it best. right now, how I'm looking at it, there ain't no college quarterback that could beat Hurts right now. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
Again, I think, Hurts is not the issue. When you look at Jalen Hurts, this man accounts for, I think, like 87%. I saw a stat like that, 87% of our offense. So
Hold
Jalen
on,
Hurts
hold on,
is
Notion.
not
Hold
the
on,
problem.
Notion. Hold on, Notion. I didn't. I said he hasn't played good, but what are your other options? That's what I said. I'll admit. Yes, he hasn't good stats, but we're 2-4. Have you ever noticed that? We're 2-4. We should have beat the Chiefs, Cowboys, 49ers, Tampa Bay. We should be with them, and we're not. Go ahead, Notion.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, you can't put this blame on Jalen. Again, this
And I'm
man is
not.
fighting
And
every
I'm not.
game. 87%, gang, of our offense, Jalen Hurts is responsible for. So that tells you right there, we don't have a running game. We ain't doing nothing to try to help our quarterback out. Again, Jalen Hurts, he's having to carry this whole load, straight backpack style. But again, with no kind of a help of a run game, our defense is looking like, hey, listen, we can't stop a run. We asking Jalen to do way too much. Like my man Authentic said, hey, salute to my guy also. But yeah, this man's on a horrendous team right now. Hey, and he's supposed to carry that. So I'm not putting that on Jalen. This problem is bigger than Jalen Hurts. And again, there ain't no quarterback right now that we could bring on this roster that's going to make any changes to this, especially if we continue to do this RPO business and we just ain't running the ball. So I don't care what quarterback we get. Jalen Hurts ain't the problem. Get a new coach up in here before we get a new quarterback. That's how I feel.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say, gang. I love Jalen Hurts. I want him to succeed. I said that Jalen Hurts is basically Philadelphia, blue collar, working 9 to 5. Don't want nothing handed to us. We want to earn it. Busting that backside like Rocky, Meek Mill, Kevin Hart, and Will Smith. That's what I've been saying. I've been preaching the gospel of Jalen freaking Hurts. I gave him that nickname. I've been screaming through the rooftops, Jalen freaking Hurts! And that's not just a catchphrase for me.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. That's not just a catchphrase for me. That's a way of life because I believe in the kid. How about you help him out? How about you help him out so he can grow into the next quarterback that we want him to be? Because there ain't no other option. You could give me all these quarterbacks in the draft. You could say Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. None of them are coming. None of them are coming. And if God forbid, Howie Roseman does that, he should be gone with Nick Sirianni too. Point blank, period. Start another controversy at quarterback if you want to. I dare you. See what happens. BIRDGANG 31, talk to me about Jalen Hurts. I tried.
That's my
I really
quarterback,
did.
man. That's my quarterback. I'm not going down like that road with him, man.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody just need to calm down with Jalen. You
Yes.
run a Pop Warner offense in the NFL. You name me one quarterback in the NFL that will have success in this offense. Just name me one. You know, running the same plays over and over again out of shotgun. You know, shotgun, hike, screen. Shotgun, hike, handoff, fake handoff, pass, RPO, bull. You know, not one quarterback in the league would be topping anything with this offense we're running. It's a total joke. You know what I'm saying? You got the guy worried about too much stuff. Take some offense play. You know what I'm saying? He's even the only reason why we've even been close in these games because Jalen said, forget it. I'm just going to run it, and I'm going to score touchdowns because that's what I can do. You know? You look at guys like Lamar Jackson. When he runs the ball, it's because it's a design run. He has receivers blocking for him. He has linemen blocking for him. He has the running backs blocking for him. Jalen's just running for his life right now. You know? Making plays off of running for his life because these plays are garbage. The defense come out and say they already know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? At least it took Dougie P to his last year before defenses start catching up on him. This guy's only 3 games in before they start talking smack about how they knew what was coming on. The announcers for the games that when we're watching these live televised games, the announcers can call the plays before they happen. So you know there's a problem there. You know, maybe Steichen need to get up in the press box. Or maybe Nick should call the game from the press box. One of you guys need to be up there so you can see that these defenses don't respect your play calling at all. 0%, man. you know, and they're attacking our weaknesses at on offense at all levels, man. So I do not blame Jalen Hurts. You know, yes,
Me
could he
neither.
throw some balls better? Yeah, but every quarterback in the league, if you guys aren't watching football, everybody in the league misses balls. Everybody in the league
Facts.
throws interceptions. Everybody in the league, you know, have bad throws bad balls and has interceptions and fumbles and all that stuff. It's not like he's the only quarterback in the league that's done it. So back up off my boy a little bit. I think everybody needs to back up off Jalen and realize the situation he's put in. Just like last year he was with the B team, he's at the B plus team this year. You know what I'm saying? Not as many people are hurt, but we still got a lot of missing pieces on our offense. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to look a little better this week with our boy LJ back Lane Johnson. But at the same time, you know, he's been doing it with backup linemen. He's been doing it, you know, with horrible play calling. So, and I think he's still one of the top, 10, 15 quarterbacks in the league still. So I don't blame him. He got room to grow, of course. It's still he's only played 9 games, period. You know? Like I told you guys before,
Exactly.
go look at everybody else that's only played in their first 9 games. Go to Tom Brady's first 9 games. Go to, you know, at Josh Allen's first 9 games. Go to Russell Wilson's first 9 games. Go to Peyton Manning's first 9 games. Go wherever you want to go there. Go look at the first 9 games, put his stats up against Jalen, then come talk to me.
My thing is this, though,
Exactly.
like any young quarterback, what do you do to help out any young quarterback? Like you said, you can go look at Tom Brady's rookie year stats. I bet you they ran the ball. I bet that. Every team in this league at least runs the ball. We are handcuffing ourselves, not even doing that. We're making ourselves one-dimensional. So again, I don't care what nobody says. Jalen Hurts, you could bring Peyton Manning in his prime over here right now, and we still going to look like dog snot without running the ball. So it is what it is. Again, I'm not putting all of this on Jalen because this man is the reason why we are even in games to say that. So
Thank you.
it is what it is.
Exactly. Let me say this on Jalen Hurts to all the people in the back. Read the hat, people. Read this hat. Shout out to LB who brought us the super chat. Maybe it was me, Notion, or Birkin, but salute to LB. Read the hat. To all the people that said I don't support Jalen Hurts, read the hat. I bought this hat from LB, basically telling everybody I support the kid. All the people that say, "Oh, I don't support Jalen Hurts. I don't support." I've been preaching the gospel of her season, her business. Business is booming. I got a goat mask right over here, and I've been waiting to wear it because I've been saying goat status for the kid. I want Jalen Hurts to succeed. I want him to be the franchise quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles. That's me. Because again, I love the kid. Hated the fact that he was drafted, but I love the kid. Is he playing good? The stat says yes. The record that we got 2-4 says no. But I love the kid. Read the dang hat. It's her season. It's her business. Business is booming forever. That's my dang quarterback. I gotta be critical of him too, because a lot of people want to sit there and say to me, "Oh, you're not an Eagles fan. You're a Jalen Hurts bias." Hello, did the Notion criticize Hurts? BIRDGANG 31 criticize Hurts? I criticize Hurts? We criticize Hurts over here. He deserves blame too, but we love the kid because he is Philadelphia. Blue collar, working 9 to 5, busting that backside like Rocky, Meek Mill, Kevin Hart, and Will Smith. Rents due every day. Hello? That's us here in Philly. Rents due. We don't want it handed to us. We want to earn that rent because rents due every day in
These guys
Philly.
out here getting payday loans.
Exactly. Jalen Hurts went to Nick Sirianni making us make a couple payments. Boy, I love me some Jalen Hurts. All these people saying I'm a Jalen Hurts. I don't believe it. Read my dang going hat. Shout out to LB. Let's
We
get to
all
the
in on
defense.
Jalen Hurts. Y'all know it.
Exactly. I've been
No, like,
preaching the
if
Jalen
it
Hurts
was like-
gospel.
If it was a great offensive mind, you know what I'm saying, calling our offense and Jalen was the only reason why
Salute the way
we
you're
were
hot.
losing these games, I'll be more hard on him. But he's the only reason why we're in these games. It's the other way around, you know what I'm saying? So all that hate for Jalen, and as soon as you bring up the stats or what he has done, they're gonna say, "Oh, well, look at the record. It is a team sport." He only can do so much. He's not Superman just because he did that. That was more of a Cam Newton salute more than him being actually Superman, guys. Don't take it literal.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Jalen Hurts ain't got nothing to do with wide receivers running out of bounds, wide receivers messing up pick plays in the end zone, getting touchdowns taken back. Listen, Jalen Hurts is putting it where it needs to be. It ain't his fault. We getting penalized. We was one of the most penalized teams in the league. I'm glad we got some of that fixed, thank goodness. But at the same time, you can't blame Jalen Hurts for none of that. So, hey, Jalen Hurts ain't the problem. I know, again, it looks like this is a possible coaching issue along with our GM that ain't doing nothing but sitting on his hands. That's where I'm looking at. Again, we got talent on this roster. Jalen Hurts is using that talent, but he ain't being put in the best situations to maximize everything. So until we see that, we gonna see this basic vanilla behind offense, RPO trash, run Jalen right, screen to the left. We already know the plays that's coming. So, hey, look, I'm looking at this coaching. Throw this whole playbook out. That's where I'm at. We ain't doing Jalen no kind of justice. If we really was about Jalen, we need to get a coach up in here to truly develop him. Because, again, this going on Nick Sirianni with no kind of offensive coaching background, we expect for him to just come in here and groom and develop Jalen Hurts. As we can see, this ain't working, and I'm ready to pull the plug.
And running the same play over and over is not developing nobody. Period.
Nothing.
Not developing.
Exactly.
We about to get Jalen Hurt out there. That's what it's looking like.
Exactly. To all the people in the back that's saying we don't like Jalen Hurts, we love the kid. Y'all just some haters that just don't like. We don't know why y'all don't like him, but he'll get better because rent's due every day, even though Nick Sirianni's stopping him from making some payments. Jonathan Gannon, that's next one. Exactly. Jonathan Gannon, he's another man on the list. Before we talk about the Tampa Bay game, we give out some grades, and then we talk about the Raiders. Jonathan Gannon, listen, when you face the Atlanta Falcons, I was impressed. When you face the 49ers, I was impressed. Then you face the Cowboys and the Chiefs. You did good against the Panthers, I'll give you that. But then you face Tampa Bay. What in the guy's name? By the way, y'all, before I get to Jonathan Gannon, let me promote my boy LB. Get your Hurts season hats. Please, if you really support Jalen Hurts, get your Hurts season hat. I got mine. I know Notion's going to get his. I know BIRDGANG 31's going to get his. Go support our guy LB. You see the logo right here, the LB logo. Go support him.
Get your Hurts season hat, baby. We got him on the merch site too, baby.
And exactly, let's not forget about BIRDGANG Nation Sports Talk Media Shop. Go get all your gear, the Birds of Broad Street gear, the Notion gear, your boys' gear, BIRDGANG's gear. Get all of it. Wear your high-end gear, all of our gears at all your shop needs. So please support us. Please support Listen, please support BIRDGANG 31. He created this beautiful network. Him and Mrs. BIRDGANG, the lovely lady of himself. Listen, how about my guy? How about my guy? He worked on this network so hard. I know, because I've been asking those guys for codes ever since we started this ish. I'm sorry, by the way. So I'm telling y'all, go support him. Please, all of them. Now let's get to Jonathan Gannon. Listen, what the heck is wrong with our defense? Derek Barnett, you need to get the heck off of the team. How many penalties does this guy got? How many penalties does this guy got? Put some, wait.
He's a walking penalty. That's what he
exactly.
is.
Put some respect on the Cowboys. Not on this show.
Hey, y'all do something. We see what y'all record is right now. Congrats on y'all's win. Y'all going into the bye week, 5-1. We know what y'all is at. But until y'all do something, we ain't trying to hear from y'all again. Y'all gonna probably, even if y'all made the playoffs, y'all gonna end up slipping yourselves first. Hey, one and done. Get ready for it, Dallas.
Exactly. Hey, my brother from another mother. There is an Eagle 90. Salute to my guy, man. All my brothers, man, MK Mitch, where you hiding? Desert Eagle 90. I got to see you at a 4th and Jones tailgate. I keep missing you, man. And also, I'm going to bring you to the show. Next week, we might have a round table. I might bring some people on. We got to see what the schedule is for everybody. But we got to, because we got to talk about this dang season. Shout out to my guy, Desert Eagle 90. And please subscribe to him. He's been putting on the work. I hope the family's good, man. I hope the family's good, man. Salute to you. I hope the family's good.
Yeah,
exactly. Salute to Desert Eagle 90. Salute to you. I hope the family's good, man. I hope the future Philadelphia Eagle is good. Jonathan Gannon, you ain't so good because your defense of Derek Barnett. Listen, the only thing good about your defense is Steven Nelson and Big Play Slide. They've been looking pretty good. I'll say that, sort of. I'll say 50-50. Javon Hargrave is beast. Fletcher Cox, welcome to the party. Josh Sweat, I love you. Keep stepping up. But this defense, man, you giving up. First, you gave up 35 points to the Dallas Cowboys. Ew. Then you woke up the Kansas City Chiefs. Ew. Then you make Tom Brady look like Superman. Really? You gotta fix your defense, man. And Derek Barnett, get the heck out of my field. Get the heck off my field. These penalties. Taunting! Who was taunting? I need to know. Who on the defense taunt to stop Tom Brady? Who taunt? Who
oh,
taunted?
that was Avery.
It was Avery. Yeah, it was Jannard Avery.
Oh, Jamar Harry. Family is great. I'm waiting. Yep. Family is great. I'm waiting on my new iPhone, hence why I can't get on as much video unless I'm free on the laptop. Hey, whenever you get that iPhone ready, let me know so we can add you in, my guy, because you is due for this podcast. You is due. I got Mitch on. You're due for a podcast visit. So is LB and Philly Talk with Philly Mike. Y'all is due.
Hey, real quick. Hey, I wanted to answer my man Victor. I see my man Victor threw a question up in there. He said, BIRDGANG, rank the quarterbacks in the division. Hey, listen. All right, I'll go. I'm going to throw a quick stab at it because I know what they want to hear. Right now, hey, off of what we seeing, I can't even hold Dak. I got to give Dak right now. Listen, this man's looking like the comeback player of the year. We going to call it what it is. Dak right now look like he ain't skipped a beat. But after that, yes, right now, of course, Jalen Hurts is in that conversation. Behind that is probably Taylor Heineke and Daniel Jones is hot trash. He's the worst quarterback in this division. That's how I feel. That's my order.
Yeah.
For me,
I got to give Dak some love, man. Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in the division as of now.
Right now.
Now. Jalen Hurts is number 2. And I didn't know we had any other quarterbacks in our division.
And for me, it's basically the same way. Dak Prescott, and I know our number one fan / troll is watching and waiting for me to say this. So I'm going to say this. I know he's watching. So let me say it. Dak Prescott is the better quarterback. The Cowboys are better at this moment. The Philadelphia Eagles and Jalen Hurts is number 2. I don't even know about Taylor Heineke. He's 3. And Danny, sit your $5 ad down before I make some changes to number 4.
That ain't first time.
Trash bag.
I'm sorry. I'm going by the record, just like the quarterback.
That needs to be the team looking at the draft for a quarterback. That needs to be the team talking about Spencer Rattler and all this other nonsense. We don't have no business talking about a quarterback this year. No, I'm not buying it.
Exactly. So again, let me say this.
Okay.
So again, I'm gonna say, hey, where you hiding said it, I didn't. Where you hiding said it, I didn't. I love that guy, man. Let's see, Dak Hurts, Uncle Rico. I love you guys, man. Y'all making me happy after this bad season. Exactly. So once again, for our number one fan / troll, Dak Prescott and the Cowboys won. The Birds and Jalen freaking Hurts, number 2. Taylor Heineke, or Buns, number 3. And Danny, sit your $5 ass down before we make some pennies and change, number 4.
Daddy food
Sorry.
stamps.
Exactly, Danny Food Step. Look, you got the actor, please. I know y'all need a laugh. Rather got bench not coming out.
Oh my
Why did
God.
the Eagle fans want Jalen Hurts out of Philly though? Because they're haters. Because they're hating on Jalen Hurts. They're haters. They don't want the kid to succeed. They
Those
don't
are
want
the
the
same
kid.
fans that was thirsting for Nick Foles. That's who that was. That's who that is.
Exactly. They just say, I don't know. Before we get to continue with Jonathan Gannon, and before we quickly talk about last game and the current game coming up. Listen, the same people that hate Jalen Hurts was the same people that hate Carson Wentz and wanted Nick Foles back. And I know y'all saw some of these tweets of people saying, had Carson Wentz on top and Jalen Hurts at the bottom, saying the quarterback we want it, and the Carson, man, listen, they be hated. They be haters. Haters gonna hate, but Jalen Hurts is gonna ball out sooner or later. So let's talk about what's your thoughts on Jonathan Gannon, Notion?
All right, so my thoughts on Jonathan Gannon. Okay, after looking at last game, and again, I do see things that this defense needs to improve with. And I've been saying it since the offseason. I don't know what's going on with us stopping the run, but I'm not really liking that. I'm starting to see a lot of the similar stuff that we did with Jim Schwartz with the whole soft coverage. I mean, we got high-priced cornerbacks in-house, Darius Slay, Steven Nelson, and we, for whatever reason, playing awful players. So, listen, Darius Slay, I think we need to start putting him on the best players on the field. Again,
Bobby, this is the
game,
Birds of Broad Street. This ain't the football for dummies. Get that name right. It's the Birds of Broad Street.
Hey, salute Bobby Murphy. You already know.
Go ahead,
Hey, but
Notion.
listen, there was no reason in that Kansas City game while we had linebackers covering speedy wide receivers. That was ridiculous. I would have put Darius Slay, our blanket, on whoever their most productive receiver is in the game. Some of this stuff that I'm seeing is just not, I don't know. I don't know if it's a lack of creativity. Again, I know this defense, we trying to prevent the big play. So we got all our whole secondary in the backfield. But again, that's making our run game look, or our run defense look sorry. We need to make adjustments there. But again, I can't just put all of this completely on Gannon because, in my opinion, last game against Tampa Bay, I think we at least stood in there. We could have won that game. So I think the defense, we're doing what we need to. I guess in certain aspects, I still think we got issues sometimes getting pressure. Hey, call it what you want to call it. I don't think we're seeing enough blitzes. But again, I'm at least a little more confident saying Jonathan Gannon is putting up more of a productive performance than Nick Sirianni. So, hey, listen, right now, our defense, yes, it needs some work because it ain't flawless. Stopping this run is a priority for me. But Jonathan Gannon, at least he's headed. Hey, he's out there working with what he's got. But I need to see more. I'm not fully convinced on none of this coaching staff, Jonathan Gannon or Nick Sirianni. But the defense is performing a little better than the offense.
Yep. So for me, Jonathan Gannon, he hasn't played good, but he hasn't played bad either. I'm not really blaming him that much. But you got to be better than the run. At least we're not going deep with the deep passes. I will give him that. We're not really going deep because Tyreek Hill against the Kansas City Chiefs, he could have had all day with that, to be honest with you. He could have had all day with that, and he didn't. So I'm happy about that. So Jonathan Gannon gets a pass. BIRDGANG 31. What's your thoughts on Jonathan Gannon?
Yeah, like you guys said, man, I don't really blame Jonathan too much. You know, over the last couple of games, his defense is looking a lot better. He stopped doing Nick started doing what Jonathan was doing, calling the same defense. Well, Jonathan stopped 2 games ago, so I don't know why Nick doesn't stop. But back to Jonathan, you know, he's doing a lot better. The only problem is that run thing, that run game. But what the real issue is, we don't have a linebacker on our squad to actually fill that role in this defense. You know, we need a big thumper linebacker, and we don't have one on our team. All these guys are fast. You know, they're flying around, grading coverage, but these guys don't hit nobody for real. You know, you got little Davion running out there hitting people, but you know, when you go against backs like Zeke and then Fournette last week, you seen what they did to us last week. They kept isolating Fournette and Singleton one-on-one like 5 plays in a row. They just threw the ball to Fournette because they knew that was a one-on-one matchup that they can win. Fournette's going to fall forward against Alex Singleton. We need a better linebacker to make his defense a lot more efficient. And the second biggest thing is we don't run the ball. Meaning his defense is out there continuously over and over and over. And no matter how good a defensive players you got, no matter how good your scheme is, points will get scored. You know what I'm saying? On you if you're out there the whole game. You know, our defense been getting turnovers. We've been asking for turnovers. We've been asking for sacks. We are getting both of these things. We're getting turnovers. We're getting sacks. We're getting pressures. It's just we're getting on the field too long on defense, and we need to get off and be off, you know, to be more fresh towards the end of the game. So I don't blame that much on Gannon anymore. Like I started the first couple of weeks. I'm like, Gannon, you're running the same defense, man. Change it. But he has changed it. That, you know, it took to Fletcher Cox came out and said something publicly, a superstar like him. I was like, but Nick don't have a superstar in offense to come out and say it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of them things where someone needs to go tell Nick the same thing that they told Gannon, because Gannon changed it up and he's looking a lot better out there, and Nick's still doing the same. But yeah, as far as our losses, I do not blame Mr. Gannon.
Exactly. Jonathan Gannon is not the problem. And there you have it. That was our state of the Philadelphia Eagles. More blame on Nick Sirianni and Howie Roseman than Jonathan Gannon, who's been good, Jalen Hurts, who's our only option, and Jeffrey Lurie, who's the owner. So let's talk about this past game, man. Wow. And I know we're long, gang. I know BIRDGANG 31 got a live stream coming up, so we're going to do what we got to do so we can get him ready for the show. Also on BIRDGANG Nation Sports Talk Media. So let's talk about this past game. The offense, the defense did all it could. The defense did all it could. It did. It really did. I will give the defense credit. I'll give the defense a standing ovation. They did all it could. So let's talk about the defense before we get to the trash that we saw offensively. What grade would you give Jonathan Gannon first, and then the whole defense? What grade would you give him, Notion?
So if I had to grade the entire defense,
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I wasn't impressed. Honestly, I mean, I know they did all right, I guess, if you want to say playing against Tom Brady. But I'm giving this offense, I'm giving them a C-.
No, the defense.
Yeah,
we're talking defense.
I'm giving the defense. You know what? I'll be generous. I'll give them probably between a borderline, a solid C. But honestly, I'm still with a C- just because we take an L. Tom Brady dotted us up. This man threw for 81% completion percentage on us. So, again, Leonard Fournette, I got to check the stats. I don't remember how many yards he had, but he had a good running game also. So I'm not too thoroughly impressed with our defense. Again, we took an L. It is what it is. I'm giving us between a C- and a solid C. So that's where I'm at with the defense. Hey, again, I was not impressed. We got ripped up with again. I knew it was Tom Brady. Ain't nobody gonna stop Tom Brady like that. But again, this man threw for 81 completion percentage, did what he wanted to do at will on us. They ran the ball on will on us. It is what it is. I'm giving them a C-.
Exactly. And Jonathan Gannon?
Jonathan Gannon, he getting that too. I mean, honestly, hey, the whole group getting a C-, between a C and a C- is where I'm giving that. I mean, it ain't like Jonathan Gannon did a whole bunch of. Yeah, I know that we got robbed of a couple calls with the interception. Listen, I thought that was a pick from Marcus Epps. I mean, I saw a couple blitzes, every now and then. But again, listen, I'm tired of seeing this soft coverage that we still running. For whatever reason, hey, listen, I'm just not that impressed right now with our defense, especially our run defense, because that looks like that's been a problem week after week, and we ain't found no solution to it. So after watching last week's performance, we held Tampa Bay to only 28 points. Respect there. but I'm still giving him a C minus for getting the L in that game. So it is what it is.
Bobby
Bobby
Thang,
Murphy.
I guess. Okay. The man who got 1,000 subscribers. Okay.
Salute to Bobby. Bobby be wildin'.
Bobby. Okay.
Hey, I gotta salute Bobby. That's one of the day one Jalen Hurts supporters. So hey,
Yeah.
listen. I know he was letting us know Carson was trash when we had him, but now this man's on the Jalen train.
So salute to you, Bobby. Salute to you. For me, Jonathan Gannon and the defense, I'll give you a C to C minus as well. You was facing the GOAT. What you was gonna do? What you gonna do? You facing Dan, you sit your five. No, you was facing the GOAT. You was facing Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. You was facing the GOAT. So I'm gonna give you a solid C to C minus. Bird game 31. What would you give the defense and Jonathan Gannon?
I'm gonna give him B minus. You know, I'm gonna go a little bit more higher on it. Like you said, we did go against the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? We didn't let them score as many points as a lot of other teams scored. They scored on. You know what I'm saying? Like we kept a lot of their players in check. You know, the run game, like I said, that's never gonna change until we get better linebackers. You know, bigger linebackers, not even really better skill wise, just bigger linebackers that can hit somebody instead of get hit all the time. So we held them down. We got turnovers. You know, besides that bonehead personal foul at the end, that taunting call, we had another chance to get the ball back again. So, you know, I'm gonna give them a B minus. Obviously, we didn't win the game, but they definitely did some good things. It's our offensive job to put the points on the board. You know, like
We'll talk about them.
they got too many turnovers for us not to, you know, capitalize on them and win that game. So I'm gonna give Gannon. He did his job. You know, whenever you're going against really good quarterbacks like him. You know, Patrick Mahomes, all those type of guys, man. You got, you know, if you keep those points scored low, then it's the offensive job to win that game, and they definitely did their game. They definitely did their part against Tampa Bay.
Exactly, man. Offensively, listen, Jalen, the offense. Okay, for the offense as a whole, and I'm gonna do this. We're gonna start with
the offense.
exactly.
Yeah, you gotta separate them, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, my God, the offense. The offense as a whole, but we're going to do individuals for this one. Jalen Hurts, I'll give him a C minus only because he didn't win the game and he didn't look so good. The wide receivers, I'll give you guys a C minus only because I'm giving I'm giving the whole offensive line, the whole offense a solid C minus, close to a D. But I'm gonna give it a C. I'm giving it a C minus because you gotta put points on the board. You're facing the GOAT. You're facing the GOAT. I saw a tweet out there that said it was the GOAT Tom Brady versus the kid Jalen Hurts. If you want to be the GOAT, it's like Ric Flair. To be the man, woo! You gotta beat the man, and you wasn't the man. Not against the GOAT. So I'm giving the whole offense a solid C minus as well. Nick Sirianni, I'm just gonna give you a big fat F. That's what you're getting, Nick. The offense get a C minus. You get a big fat F. So, Notion Gang, what would you give the offense? What would you give Nick Sirianni? I gave the offense a C minus, and I gave Nick Sirianni a big fat F.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm a guy. Hey, listen, and Jalen Hurts, I know this was not his best game. I believe this is like his second week in a row that he's thrown under 200, passing yards. Listen, I'm gonna have to be critical with Jalen this game, and I'm probably floating between a D plus to a borderline C minus. It is what it is, but I know again at the end of the day, he didn't have any help to put him in any kind of positive situation. So, with that being said, I'm gonna give him a C minus just because he had a whole lot of adversity to go through. Again, the only offense that we are seeing, Jalen Hurts is having to scrap this stuff from the gutter. So,
like Superman,
based off of that, I'm gonna give him a C minus. But again, throwing under 50%. Hey, listen, I think he had a pick also. Oh yeah, It wasn't good, gang. I could understand some D pluses up in here, but I'm gonna give him a C minus because again, I don't think he had nothing to really help him or work with him. So Jalen's getting a C minus. The overall offense, C minus. Y'all getting the same thing as Jalen. Y'all was riding that train. We didn't get it done. Hey, if I gotta take a look next to this coach, oh, y'all know he getting a straight up F also. Because again, any game that you decide you ain't running the ball, you might as well get, you know what grades you getting. You getting a hot F. So if I can give out an F minus for Nick Sirianni, that's how I'm rocking with it.
Exactly. Again, like I said, for me, C minus for everyone in the offense. And Nick Sirianni, as you hear from my window here in Philly, and by the way, to all the people that want to know where we live, down there, Texas, over here, Alabama, and your boy lives here in Philly. So we're Eagle fans all around the world.
Yes,
but yeah,
sir.
And Desert Eagle, of course, lives here in Philly as well. Shout out to my brother. D minus, zero credibility, no discipline, no ends game, 0 sense of exactly. Preach, Desert Eagle. Preach. Listen, again, for me, C minus for Jalen Hurts, C minus for everybody else, and a big fat F for Nick Sirianni. BIRDGANG 31. Please tell me you gave Nick Sirianni an F and everybody else a C minus.
I'm going to tell you like this. Until Nick decided to actually start calling some games, the offense, I give my eye incomplete.
Okay. That's new, but okay.
They get an incomplete, you know what I'm saying? I can't put everything on them, you know what I'm saying? I don't got enough evidence to say that they're garbage. Yeah, you know, I do know that the coach definitely gets the F minus. I like that one. Notion. He getting an F minus until he can start call other plays besides the 4 he keeps calling over and over again. So, you know, F minus for Nick, and incomplete for the offense. You know what I'm saying? Like did not pass or whatever.
I'm going W for.
All right.
I love you guys, my brother.
Right.
Exactly. For what? No. Well, we can't say the F word because it's a YouTube channel show, so we can't say it. Anyway, all right, let's preview this game coming up against the Raiders because we know our guy got a live stream 8:30, which is fast approaching. You going to talk about the Raiders game, BIRDGANG?
Oh, yeah, man. We got the
Promote it.
We got Chad Sport. Rennes, Bitch Rennes, I think that's his name, from Chat Sports. He's gonna be on there. He's gonna be talking about the Raiders and you know what he think they're gonna do to us. And you know, I'm just be sitting there listening to him and let him know that the Birds coming this week. We're about to turn this thing around, and it starts with the Raiders, and we're gonna, you know, get that W.
Exactly. So let's talk about the Raiders so you can get on and get on and get on. Okay, offensively, for me, I'm not even going to talk about what Nick Sirianni got to do because I don't really give a dang about you no more. I'm done. I don't really care. You don't matter. Until you do this stat, you don't matter. I don't give a what. A what? I'm not saying the real word. A what? What you say. I'm not even including you. What Jalen Hurts needs to do is basically give it to your playmakers. Give it to your running back who needs to run the ball. I'm not saying who's going to do that because really, I'm not even saying your name. What? You're the head unnamed coach. You're the unnamed head coach because I don't even got to say your name. So when it comes to Jalen Hurts, give it to your playmakers. Miles Sanders, when you run the ball, if somebody runs the ball, go to the hole and run through it. Wide receivers, Devontae Smith, I love you. Quez, I'm going to love you. Rhaegar, stay in the punt returner and watch these two ball out because you haven't done a dang thing. A dang thing. Offensive line, thank God for Lane Johnson. Thank God for Lane Johnson is back. Andre Diller, sit your butt on the bench and watch a real man go to work. And once again, to the unnamed head coach, you know where I'm going with it. So, Notion Gang, what do you want to see from this offense? We're not even going to talk about the unnamed head coach because don't even include him. Just talk about what the players got to do.
Hey, listen. I'm going to tell y'all right now, and it's pretty sad at this point that I even feel like this. Honestly, gang, I'm kind of nervous going into this game, and I shouldn't
We
be.
all are.
That is ridiculous. We should have no nerves going up against a team that is completely in shambles right now. This team ain't got a head coach. So
Nope.
right now, listen, I'm going to tell you, pretty much I'm nervous because I don't know what our game plan is going to be. I mean, it shouldn't be, no, I guess, confusion of what we should be doing. We should be running the ball, establishing a balanced offense. I expect for Devontae Smith to continue getting busy. I would hope that Miles Sanders finally gets some touches. But again, I ain't holding my breath. This offense, I feel like I've been talking to a wall lately, so don't none of that matter. So again, I am nervous with this game. The Raiders, hey, listen, they coming off of an emotional win this past Sunday playing against Denver. So they doing what we ain't doing, finding ways to win. So with that being said, I'm nervous. But this is a very winnable game. So I expect for Jalen Hurts, listen, depending on what offensive scheme we go out here with, I would hope that if he's getting put into RPO, he's going to hand the ball off more. It looks like this team is putting a lot of confidence and trust in Jalen Hurts. So let Jalen hopefully make those decisions, hand the ball off more, give Miles the ball, because this is becoming a straight-up joke at this point. So again, I don't know what offensive scheme we about to bring. I just hope that we involve Miles Sanders. I hope that, listen, our wide receivers continue to get busy. Jalen Hurts finds a way to get it done. But again, I am nervous because of our head coach that we're going to remain unknown on here. So that's where I'm at, fellas.
Exactly. Oh, if you want to know the link to my channel, Mrs. BIRDGANG, the better half of my boy BIRDGANG21, we'll give you guys the link to us. So chat with her. She'll give us the link. She is the better half of our boy right here, BIRDGANG31. She gives out all the links and helps us out in a big way.
Yeah, she
and
does.
I do mean that kindly because, man, do I need some help on this network.
BIRDGANG.
Salute to the better half, man.
Yes,
man, I know she out there in the house watching. Hey, Mrs. BIRDGANG, salute to you. And speaking of,
hey, we got another one too. I got to see my girl, Philly Girl 76.
I ain't going that. I'm not going that far because you got the better half right here. I just know you're in the house watching, so I know you're in the somewhere. So anyway, BIRDGANG31, what do you want to see from this offense? And please don't include the unnamed coach.
Well, the unnamed coach, it's just, they don't even have a coach. You seen what they did last week.
Exactly.
So the unnamed coach cannot beat no coach. He needs to get fired. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Run the ball already. Let Booby spin, and everything will be great, my guy. This is a winnable game. Derek Carr is looking good out there. Ruggs looks good. Waller, you know who they got over there. You know what I'm saying? But I know they're not as good as the team we've been playing. You know what I'm saying? That's another reason why our record's the way it is, because we've been playing some pretty good teams. From the Dallas Cowboys to the Kansas City Chiefs, even though they're losing, they're still a good team. Tampa Bay Buccaneers champions. You know what I'm saying? So, we got to beat the team with no coach, man. We got to beat the team with no coach. I know he's an unnamed coach, but he got to be good enough to beat that team with no coach at all. So if you can't do that, then you might be finding yourself in the unemployment line soon.
Exactly, and we will make our prediction before we hand the notion and send us home. We'll do that after we talk about the defense. So, and besides, again, for everybody that's going to watch our live stream, just remember this name: unnamed coach. He don't even get a name. He don't get a name because when you don't run the ball, when you have this high school offense that everybody's laughing, exactly. You get the name unnamed coach. That's what I'm going to use from now on. Because when you have, exactly. So defensively, just Derek Carr is nothing to sneeze at. He's been really good. Henry Ruggs is a good wide receiver. They got a good run name. Surprise, surprise. They really got a good run game. Maybe the unnamed coach want to listen to that. But what do you want to see from this defensive line and Jonathan Gannon? Notion game.
Hey, you already know the same things we've been seeing, hopefully, in the previous games. I want to see pressure on Derek Carr. Ain't no reason this man should just be having time, just patting the ball in the pocket, doing what he wants to do. No, we need our front four to get there. I do expect to see some kind of blitzes again this game. We need to confuse Derek Carr because, again, I don't think he's no top-tier quarterback. So this is a very winnable game. I think our defense should be able to take advantage in this one. Yeah, they got that boy Jacobs. That boy ain't nothing to sneeze at running back. He can get in the backfield. So that's more or less where I'm nervous, is stopping the run game. That's where it needs to start. I think we'll be able to get it done because, like my man Bergen said, listen, if we don't get this job done, I want our coach fired ASAP. That's going to be his new name, is straight up fired. So y'all know what it is. Hey, we better get this W by any means necessary, and this defense better show up. So this is a winnable game. So let's not act like, you know what I'm saying, this is mission impossible, like we playing against the Bucks again or something like that. Nah, our defense better show up this game. I think if we do win this game, which I'm pretty confident we better win, if we somehow win this game, it's going to be on the backs of our defense.
Exactly. And listen, we need to win because I only said notion. How about them Eagles twice? It's been twice since I had green light victory. I need a victory in the worst way. And the end of the schedule, let me say this before I hand it to BIRDGANG 31. And I know we're long, gang. Thank y'all for watching. By the way, subscribe to all of us. We're not leaving yet because we got to make our prediction. But the end of the schedule is easy. Think about this. You got the Raiders. Let's think about this. You're 2-4 right now. You got the Raiders. You got the Lions. You got the Chargers, who's feeling themselves a little bit, but they can be beat. You got the Broncos. You got the up-and-down Saints. You got twice Giants, twice Washington, one Jet, and then because the Cowboys will probably have this division on lock, them. You can at least try to make a wild card. At least do that. Can you make a wild card, please? Have Jalen sniff a playoff game so he can get ready for it next season. It would be nice. It would really be helpful. And salute to Jinx Wolf. Salute to you, my guy.
Salute.
Exactly. So BIRDGANG 31, what do you want to see from this defense before we make our prediction and get you ready for your live stream?
The same as Notion said, man. The same thing y'all been doing with a little bit more. Come with some more blitzes to help stop that run game. Tighten up that run game. But like I said, they've been doing pretty good the last couple games here. I'm not too disappointed with what they've been doing. Just continue to do it. I want to see some more from Flex. Let's get Flex another sack this week. Let's see Hargrave get another sack this week. I want to see Sweat get another sweat. I want our defensive line to eat well. And as long as they do that, our secondary been holding up against the receivers. Ruggs is fast and good, but he's no Tyreek Hill. You know what I'm saying? He's no Evans. He's no Galloway. He's none of those guys. So they ain't got those type of players. They do got Waller, but at the same time, we've been keeping all the best tight ends on lock every week. So I'm not worried about the tight end position. So, yeah, we just need to do what we need to do on defense. And if the offense runs the ball, our defense will be a lot more healthier, and they'll be able to sustain it throughout the rest of the game. So
I'm not saying wild card. The only reason why the Cowboys got themselves an easy schedule too now. Let's keep it a buck. I mean, I want to win the division more than anybody. But the Cowboys got the Vikings. The Cowboys got the Chiefs. Well, they can lose that game. But outside of the Chiefs and the Vikings
lost to the freaking Patriots.
Yeah. So okay, we can still win the division. It's just this coaching staff better wake up. That's all I'm gonna say. The coaching staff need to wake up. I don't want no wild card either, but the coaching staff need to wake up. So let's talk about this prediction because we've been long enough ranting, screaming, hollering, all that stuff. We got BIRDGANG 31 got a live stream coming up at 8:30. Please go check out his channel. Check out Notion's channel. Please check out my channel. Check out the Birds of Broad Street, BIRDGANG Nature Sports Talk Media channel. Check out all of our channels, please. So let's talk about this prediction. I am not going to run away from the ship. As much as I want to just be like the Titanic and just I'm gonna be like the Titanic and just, sink with the
Just
ship.
go for it. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm gonna sink with the ship.
We're
Y'all can
going
get
down
on
with
the
the
rap
ship.
all y'all want to. Exactly. I'm gonna say this is gonna be not that high scoring game. It could be. So I'm gonna say it'll be 27 to 20 Birds. I'm only gonna keep it at the 27 because maybe, just maybe, this offense of Jalen Hurts can wake up. Miles Sanders can run the ball into some holes. I'm not saying nothing about the unnamed coach because that's what you'll be until you wake the F bleep up. See, I almost cursed. My bad. Notion, please get me out this jam. Talk to me about your prediction before we play.
Yes,
I
sir.
almost cursed, y'all. You do what you say.
I do believe this is going to be the Eagles' get right game. It better be our
Yeah.
get right game. Let's put it like that. Because again, us coming out here with a loss, that ain't an option. And if that's the case, I know a lot of people were asking, are we going to be buyers or sellers at the trade deadline? We need to be selling everything. If that's the case, we find a way to choke this game. Yeah, we might as well trade everybody on this team. But at the same time, I don't think that's happening. I think the Eagles are getting right this week. Hey, we dropping these Raiders off. I think it's going to be by more than 10 points. I'm going 27-17. Hey, listen, I think this is going to be our statement game because, again, we can't take a loss. But I ain't going to lie, I'm nervous depending on what game plan this coach decides he wants to come out here with. So, gun put it down, gang. 27 Eagles, 17 Raiders. That's how we rocking it.
Exactly. And Bobby, I call them street rats. But yeah, they roaches too. They come here almost every single time. So BIRDGANG 31, wrap us up with your prediction. Get on down to your live stream and talk to us. What's your prediction?
All right, man. Like Nosha said, man, which coach is coming? With a real Nick Sirianni, please stand up.
Unnamed head coach.
Oh, with a real unnamed coach, please stand up. If he does what he got to do and come run that rock, what I'm saying? I think the Birds can get this one. I'm going to have to say 24-14, Birds, because I think our defense is talented enough to stop the Raiders from scoring too many points. And it just all depends on that offense. Are we going to catch fire? Or are we going to still be mediocre? It's time for you to make the switch, Nick. What I'm saying? We got on Gannon. Gannon switched. Now it's time for you to switch and help Gannon and the rest of these guys out. Because if not, forget a hot seat. You're going to be on fire.
Exactly. Listen, gang. Listen, I want to thank everybody for coming to the State of the Philadelphia Eagles, man. We had to get so much out of our chest. We probably going to have so much more this week. Exactly. We had to woosah. But we hate to skip and scat, but we got to scat because BIRDGANG 31 got himself a live stream coming up in a few minutes. So we're going to get out of this BIRDGANG Nation Sports Talk Media so we can get on down to it. And speaking of which, this guy over here, BIRDGANG 31, I am your boy, your Miz. Cool Cat Connor, YouTube representing the Birds. And the man that will send us home let me say this. The man that will send me and Notion home, because BIRDGANG 31 is actually going to stay here for a few minutes because live stream. The man that will send me and Notion home is Philly Notion. Send us home, gang. Well, send us home. BIRDGANG's going to stay here.
Know. Hey, look, listen, gang. We got a pretty nerve-wracking weekend coming up. We all know it from all the ugliness we've been seeing. But keep that same energy, gang, because again, listen, we got the Raiders. This better be a win. And if we don't win, we're going to have some things to talk about most definitely. But I believe this streak is about to go ahead and start because we ain't got no choice. So, hey, let's handle this business this week, gang. Y'all know the vibes. Again, if y'all knew them, hey, either my brother's channels, hey, my channel, hey, check out all the links in the descriptions. Y'all know the vibes, and y'all know what to do. Go hit that subscribe. Because y'all know how we rocking with it. So, have yourselves a safe and fantastic Eagles Day. It's always fly, Eagles, fly. And until next time, y'all know what it is. Go keep the notion.
Yeah.
EAGL.